What's up guys, it's Yoshino. Today I have a full guide on how to complete the Liberty Falls Easter egg. Before you jump into the game, I'd recommend using the LW3A1 Frostline on your loadout. After some testing, we found this weapon will easily take out the Mangos and the Abominations. You of course don't have to use this, and if you do have any other good options, let me know in the comments below. Also, if this video helps you out, drop a like and consider subscribing for more tutorials. So, to start this off, you're going to need to open the map and access the Pack-a-Punch. Once in the church, interact with the generator. This will start an in-game cutscene where Panos will speak to you.
Your Project Janus security, yes? A so-called rapid response team. Not nearly rapid enough, but I knew you would come. And apparently Panos is overseeing dimensional research at Project Janus. And this is a little pocket of perdition that, unlike you, I am quite unable to leave. Somehow my dimensional resonance got reset when we tried to close the breach, trapping me in the dark ether. But now that you are here, we can finally end this nightmare. My colleagues and I had 3 devices, limited trans-dimensional gateways. Salvage what is left of them. That component, for instance, in the null-gravity field. With a little ingenuity, I'm sure you can retrieve it. Once we have enough parts to build a working LTG, then the shoe will be on the other foot.
Once this is done, you'll need to build the jet gun. I have another super quick tutorial on my channel that will show you how to do this, so check that video out and then come back here to continue. With the jet gun built, you're going to need to build the Limited Trans-Dimensional Gateway, or the LTG for short. To do this, head over to the comic book store, where Quick Revive is located. In the ceiling, you will see this floating part. Use the jet gun to pull the part towards you. The second part is located just inside this window here. In my game I did mess this up and pulled the part through the roof, which can cause it to get stuck, making it hard to grab, so make sure you just do it through the window. The final part is just inside the church. If you look up towards the balcony, you can see it floating right here. Now you have all the parts, head to the bank roof to build the LTG. You may have noticed 2 small storm clouds within the map. If you head up to one of these, place the LTG under them. It doesn't matter which, as you'll need to do both anyways. After you've placed it, a portal will open, which you will have to defend until the timer runs out. For this step, the jet gun is very helpful. Once this is done counting down, one of 2 HTVs will spawn in, either a red Mangler or a red Abomination. With one of these spawned in, head back to the generator to grab an ether canister. When you pick this up, you'll notice that you cannot sprint, so be careful as to how many zombies are left on the map when you do this. Take the canister to one of 2 dark ether field generator traps. If you have placed the LTG at the graveyard, the closest trap should be just above Speedcaller right here. If you have placed it in Riverside, just outside the chicken shop, then the closest trap will be just out of spawn here. I would recommend doing the graveyard one first, as the second canister that you'll need later is closer to spawn. Place the canister down on this device that is connected to the trap activation. Get the HTV to low health. You'll know you've done this when you hear some dialogue. Take the HTV to the canister and activate the trap. Make sure the HTV is inside the trap and kill it. You'll see its soul enter the canister. Now you can take the canister back to the generator in the church. You'll need to pick up the Strauss counter from the drawer that opens after you insert the first canister back in. With the Strauss counter in hand, you'll need to find 3 projectors around the map. The first one is on this hill here, near PhD Flopper. The second is tucked away behind the groundskeeper's house right here. And the third and final one is on top of the Yummy Freeze rooftop, right here. Activate them as you find them, and take note of what colour the Strauss counter is when you're stood next to them. Interacting with the light on top of them will change the colours from green to yellow to red. I'll show this on screen, but if the counter is red, turn the light to green. If the counter is green, turn the light to red. And if it is yellow, then you can just set it to yellow. If you've done this correctly, the projector should turn towards spawn and a purple beam will emit from them. Follow the beams to spawn and you'll now be able to collect the second canister. Place the canister at the other trap that you haven't used yet. Place the LTG on the second storm to spawn in your next HTV. Don't forget to pick up the LTG from the last storm. Depending on the HTV that you had first time, the other one will spawn this time. Repeat the same steps as before, so get it to low health. Take the HTV to the canister, activate the trap, and then kill it. Take this second canister back to the church. Again, be careful with this step. With the canisters done, you are now ready to start the final step. Make sure to prepare yourself before starting this, as you'll be confined to the church. Forget your perks, any weapon upgrades you need, the mutant injector, shields, etc. No, you cannot use things like the chopper gunner for this step. However, Pack-a-Punch will be available to you at all times should you need it. Once you're ready, interact with the generator once more to start.
Moment of truth, Alpha Team. Activate the simultaneous dimensional.
So for this fight, the first stage will just be zombies and maybe a normal mangler here and there. I'd recommend that you keep moving at all times during this, as the zombies will sprint as if it's a high round. After this stage is completed, a max armor will spawn, which you can take at any time should you need it. I don't believe it will despawn. The second wave will spawn a Mango HTV as well as the zombies, so make sure you have a weapon to kill it. After this stage, a max ammo will spawn in. For the final stage, an Abomination HTV will spawn in along with the zombies. Once this wave is done, you will down. Do not be alarmed, as this is scripted. The final cutscene will now play out.
Alpha Team, how copy? Somebody tell me what just happened. Any station this net, what is your status? Thanos, if you've hurt them, I swear I'll...
No interruptions for this next part.
Thank you, my friends, for volunteering to take my place here. Or, in your parlance, thank you for being voluntold. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a few scores to settle. Bye-bye, Dark Ether.
There you have it. Congrats, you have finished the Liberty Falls Easter egg. You will have the option to continue the game with added rewards, or you can choose to end the game if you wish. If you choose to stay, you'll spawn back in at the start. You can get gold rarity weapons, the ray gun, and weapon upgrades. With that, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope to help some of you out. Leave a like if this helped, and I'll see you next time.